I'm disappointed in that regard. But this is the reality that we are in right now. Unfortunately, President Mhlanga owns the courts. They have said they own the military, they own the police, they will do as they please. We will continue, I'm sure the lawyers will do what is right, but what we saw happening today is not fair, it is not justice.
He says, I'm a man born of flesh and blood. I suffer from fear and pain. I'm a proud son of a war veteran. I'm a journalist in service of my fellow countrymen. My father did not fight for this. Over the last few days, I have learned my lesson. I have learned that freedom is not free. It comes at a cost, at times a painful one. I've learned that free speech, free talk, is not free, and there
muri Zimbabwe mufaro mukuru kusangana nemi zvekare kwatiri kuita pano paMbire TV patinokupai nhau dzakasiyana-siyana dziri kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Muri kuzviona muri yeZimbabwe kumavhidhios ekutanga. Mukuru wekambani yeAlpha Media Holdings vaTrevor Ncube vari kuratidza kusafara kwavo nechiitiko chaitika nhasi kudare redzimhosva reHarare Magistrate Court uko Blessed Mhlanga anova mutapi wenhau weHSTV arambirwa kunzi atongwe achibva kumba. Magistrate ataura mashoko ake maringe nenyaya yakatarisana na Blessed Mhlanga yekudisseminata information that threatens public peace sekutaurwawo kwazvaitwa naFarai Gatiringa anova mutongi wedare redzimhosva. Naizvozvo Blessed Mhlanga anotarisirwa kudzoka zvekare kudare musi wa14 March 2025 nenguva dza8:30 mangwanani, apo dare richatarisa nyaya yake kuti akakodzera here kuti ange achipiwa mutongo webail. Naizvozvo vaTrevor Ncube vataura vakati zvakaoma zviri kuitika kumatare edzimhosva, vakapawo muenzaniso wekuti hazvishamise nekuti ivo mbune mutungamiriri wenyika vaMnangagwa vakataura vakati varidzi vematare edzimhosva, varidzi vemapurisa, mauto nemamwe madepartments ehurumende vanoti ivo kana pakaitika zvinenge zvaitika zvinotongwa zvakarerekera kudivi ravo. Naizvozvo Trevor Ncube vaendererawo mberi vachitaura kuti zvakaoma pakuti Blessed Mhlanga haasiye akataura mazwi ari kupomedzerwa kuti akataura, asi kuti akangotransmita zvinhu zvakanga zvataurwa nevamwe. Ndonyaya iri panapa muri Zimbabwe yaBlessed Mhlanga uyo ari kunzi adzoke kudare nemusi wa14 March 2025.
Obviously, it was to be expected. It's no surprise at all. I think the surprise would have been if we'd gotten a sense that the court had seriously applied themselves to the case that has been brought before them. It's saddening, it's heartbreaking, but that is what it is in terms of the selective application of the law in our country. Criminals are let to go scot-free. The innocent and the weak are subjected to the law in a selective kind of manner. We are confident that in due time, Blessed is going to be allowed to enjoy the freedom that all of us are currently enjoying. I think fundamentally important is the fact that there wasn't any indication that the court realizes that you're dealing with freedom of expression and press freedom, and that Blessed did not say any of the stuff that he is alleged to have said. I mean, and Blessed is not HSTV. Blessed is not AMH. He's just a journalist practicing his profession, which is constitutionally protected, just like you guys are doing here, broadcasting to the public at home. You can't be accused of inciting the public for broadcasting what I'm saying right now. I am the one who should be brought before the courts, not the journalists who transmit the information. So I'm disappointed in that regard. But this is the reality that we are in right now. Unfortunately, President Mhlanga owns the courts. They have said they own the military, they own the police, they will do as they please. We will continue, I'm sure the lawyers will do what is right, but what we saw happening today is not fair, it is not justice, and our constitution does not support what has just taken place here. Thank you, good people.
But is it safe now for journalists to interview someone who actually is the issue?
Well, I think it's clear to me that all of you, under the current circumstances, having seen what you've seen out there, you do this job at your own risk, because the court is not going to protect you. The court is going to side with the regime rather than the journalists who are doing this on behalf of the public. You're not doing this for yourselves. You're doing this on behalf of the public. Your role is to inform the public. You are conveyor belts in a way. Of course, you're supposed to come in and control the quality of what you broadcast. But what we saw happening today says none of you is safe, because you are they will come for you for what you've written. They will come for you for what you've broadcast. But should that make us afraid? No, it should not make us afraid. We should still continue to do what is right by law, what is right by our constitution, and what the public expects us to do.
What does this mean in terms of the reflection on the country, on the profession?
Very, very bad. So what is important to realize is the link between we are open for business and the application of the law in a manner that is transparent, in a manner that shows that there's fairness, that there's justice, in a manner that gives confidence to those.
Zvichakadaro, Blessed Mhlanga anyorawo tsamba kuruzhinji rwenyika yeZimbabwe achivazivisa zvaari kusangana nazvo kuTirongo kuChikorobi Maximum Prison, uko kwaari kuchengetwa apo akamirira kuti apiwe mutongo webhei une dare redzimhosva. Regai tinzwe vaDouglas Kotati vachiverengera ruzhinji rwenyika tsamba inonzi yanyorwa naBlessed Mhlanga kuruzhinji rwenyika yeZimbabwe.
I'm a man born of flesh and blood. I suffer from fear and pain. I'm a proud son of a war veteran. I'm a journalist in service of my fellow countrymen. My father did not fight for this. Over the last few days, I have learned my lesson. I have learned that freedom is not free. It comes at a cost, at times a painful one. I've learned that free speech, free talk, is not free, and therefore we must never stop at anything to achieve it. It must be achieved in our generation, not the next. It is clear to me that without us acting, we won't achieve anything. So act we must. I will take the lead. Therefore, I've instructed my lawyers to take action. I have learned that justice is a myth. It's only but a tool used by those in power to entrench themselves. At law school, Munyaradzi Gusai told me that you can never understand law fully unless you understand its origins, especially the colonial past. I fully agree, save to add that you will never fully understand it until it's applied to you unjustly and with impunity by the social elites. There's a mile of difference between writing about injustice and experiencing it. My friends, I now have the benefit of both. Al-Maduku says law is law because it's law, just or unjust. My experience teaches me that an unjust law is no law. It's oppression disguised as law. Dear friends, prison is meant to break you. It is meant to change you. I have learnt quite to the contrary. Prison makes you stronger and more resolute. I am stronger and I identify with you more than ever before. They say, when you are arrested, you are alone. That's not true. I was never alone. Your voices were with me. I stood proud in the dark hours. My wife and family were with me. I thank you. To those behind my persecution, including a prosecution aiding and abetting injustice, I wish to say the sun will set. It won't last forever. I am and I remain Darabi, Blessed Mhlanga.
Now, please